this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And here we go on 4th down. Fields. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Rolling to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last throw here for Fields. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Jacksonville, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
today.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 14 carries, 92 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To the air again, Fields. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give here to Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll roll him out right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Here's 2nd and a yard. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught by Campbell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And all. It'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will 20. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Fields on first down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
What's the deal, y'all?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd and 2, Fields.
Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run forward with Pollard and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Jaguars. Hollywood. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete.
You know they pay me that.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On 2nd and 10, Fields.
He's going to take another shot here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
62 yards.
and the Jaguars.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
today, from TIA.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A shotgun snap, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Fields. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Throwing on 1st down. Fields throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. And on 4th down here, that pass knocked away. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Fields. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Fields throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. From the gun, Fields escaping the pressure right. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. Touchdown! After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
One play action. Fields.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
Ended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Fields. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of this.
Yeah, it's time to get the sweaters out, my man.
52 yards rushing. It's Fields.
Over the middle here to Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Etienne.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
To throw is Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Justin.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
On 2nd and 10.
Fields. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Fields.
Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Throwing on second down. Fields. They call it no gain there on the first down play. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw again on second down. Fields dancing to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Meanwhile, Fields' throws taken in by Waddle.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Here's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score.
Throwing Tannehill. And that's complete to Brown.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A first down carry for Henry. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
166 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's 3-0 on
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 19 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
And meanwhile, Winston's throw there complete to Myers.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 59 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
From the 6.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On first down, Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Fields. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, it's Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
His
So 2nd quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time.
Etienne.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They snap it to Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They're turned away on 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is Hines. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game.
because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Fields. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run the counter. Hines, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston now. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Brown with touchdown. Jaguars. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete.
There it is.
Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
95 yards. And once again, after a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
ETN with it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Off-play action, Fields.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now ETN.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hang on here, because still down after that play is Marquise Brown. We'll check on his status when we get back.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields
escaping the pressure right.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Flushed out right.
A 1st down and more, ETN.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Back to throw, Fields.
Steps away to his left.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Fields on 1st down.
Open receiver complete. Touchdown Jaguars. A great effort there.
Their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Colts will go on off. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. Fields.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing after the interception. Field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Corey Willis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Jaguar.
Today, from Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 10 of the
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So
there he goes, right side.
What a play.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle, 92 yards. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
no excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
They call that
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Their turn. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes with it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Another tote for ETN.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Back to throw. Fields.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On third down, here's ETN.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Back to the ground with ETN.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here's Fields. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Running out of the gun with ETN. A first down and more, ETN.
And he gets this one down to the 24. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Jags, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Today.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
24 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A handoff for ETN.
Fighting through, and he's got space. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jalen Waddle
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
On 2nd down and 4. Fields flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields.
He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Shedding the tackle. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Fields buying time to his left. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll run with ETN.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
On first down, it's Fields.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fields now to throw.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. To play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. From the 44,
Fields.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
On first down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On the counter, ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Fields on third down.
Looking for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in the third quarter now with the Jaguars in possession of the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And seeing options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So that one will be accepted. They run with Hines.